Guys riding around downtown looking for the enemies in Bahamians doing the killing. These fucking foreign Jamaicans coming in our town, and that's what's fucking up the town. They get busted a whole gun riding downtown. Huh? You see that? Got them. They ain't us, it's them. We got them. Oh yeah, my girl get a promotion. Give my girl a promotion now. She's a good officer. I want to get a promotion. She need a promotion. Yeah, that's my girl. Give her a promotion. Yeah, man, we got them. They doing shit downtown. Yeah, they lock up. Keep us safe. So like dark and mouth. That's the invite when it's a killer.
Pshy, puppy. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. This one is called There Goes the Mother Humping Neighborhood. That neighborhood is Nassau, I think, Bahamas. It seems as if some Jamaicans were over there and they thought that they were back in Jamaica. Same old thing, different place. However, a lot of places don't tolerate the FUCKRY because they are considered to be safe space. Not to say that Nassau or Bahamas is as safe as it was maybe about a decade or so, because with the influx of Haitian and a whole bunch of Jamaican, things have changed drastically for the worse. So based on what this video is saying, them busted couple of Jamaicans rolling by, maybe to do some sorts of drive-by, look like in a downtown, in a Nassau, like me say. However, man a plan gotta wipe out some sorts of monkey wrench, flinging at the program by some sorts of popo. So you hear the man saying, yes, finally get them. He was elated because he has seen his place transform from good to bad to worse, and the Jamaicans are some of the culprits that are causing it. Don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. It is not just Jamaican, it is not just Haitian. However, they are a majority of the problem. With the influx of people from over Haiti and then Jamaica, because of the fact that you don't need any sorts of visa to go there, once you book your ticket, once you have your itinerary, meaning hotel, and there's some sort of return date, usually they will let you in. A lot of people get turned back. However, most Jamaicans can go through once they have the proper documentation itinerary, that is. Now people, here is the problem that is causing all of this thing in the Bahamas. There's a whole bunch of weed for cash trade going on in Jamaica. Would not say gun for DRUGS. However, I am sure that it has happened. The GUN for drugs is usually from Haiti to Jamaica. So you know that we as Jamaican, if we are the bad and we get a link, if we have a brethren, we are going to bring up a brethren. However, sometimes this brethren is not just interested in cash, not just interested in billing himself, billing his family, take care of family back in Jamaica. Them come up with the same sorts of mentality. And you know, wherever there is too much Jamaican, it is going to be problematic. They cannot get along like two DICKS and no sorts of chicks. And a lot of times, a lot of the Bahamians that they come to Jamaica, them get the people, them stuff, and them go back. Them no want pay. So therefore, Jamaicans, the top man, them send them people back to Bahamas, and that is why we see a whole lot of violence. Not going to say that Jamaicans attribute or contribute to 90 or 100% of it. However, they play a major role. Likewise, the Haitian. And you also know that when it comes to Bahamas, Jamaica, like I said, you don't need any sort of visa to go from Jamaica to Bahamas. And then a lot of people, instead of going to Mexico, them go from Jamaica, Bahamas to Florida, and then them spread out all over United States. A lot of hustling, lot of problem. So therefore, that is the major problem. And it seems as if Jamaica is the first letter in the alphabet. Jamaica name easy to recall. It is not because persons are blaming. Yes, we do get some sorts of bad name. However, it is because of our reputation. It is because of the stuff that we do. Don't get it twisted, my disclaimer once again. Most of the Jamaicans that go to the Bahamas are hard-working people that just want a better opportunity, a better life to support them family back in Jamaica. However, like them say, one bad apple always spoils the whole DAMN bunch. And that is the problem as it pertains to Jamaica. Everywhere that they go, them bring them dulcimina of badness. And that is the case in this case. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, this is called Facts versus Fiction and why blind loyalty is worse than no sorts of loyalty, any at all. I am speaking about an incident that occurred in which councillor caretaker of the JLP for the Trinityville that is in St. Thomas, his name is Dean Jones. He was caught in a controversial video in which there was some GUN drawn and him and the next man in an orange was going at it fist for fist. However, it was obvious that he was the instigator. However, he went to the Popo station and he claimed that he was in fear of his life. So therefore, him wheel and pop off him tool and defended himself. So he called it self-defense. Now people, here are the facts, and this is video evidence based on the eye test and the common sense and rational thinking tests. First thing first, based on the information, the property in which this occurred was the man's property. That is where he stays at. That is where he conducts business. That is where he possibly lives. So therefore, you are an intruder, first thing first. So therefore, you pull up on a person's spot without authorization. You then was in some sorts of argument as to who start the argument. People may not really know. It was not clear by the video evidence. However, when you left the comfort of your vehicle and then come out and in some sort of physical altercation, you could have easily avoided it. So therefore, it makes you seem as if you were the instigator, even if you were not. You then ran to the Popo station because you knew, or maybe after you realized that you could not lie, and there was video evidence, several of them circulating all over social media. Then you go to the Popo and claim that you're in fear of your life. So people, I am going to let you hear from a couple people. One of those persons that you're going to hear from is Herbert Williams. He is the mayor of Morant Bay. Morant Bay is in St. Thomas, like I said. I am also going to let you hear from Alexander Shaw. He is a lawyer for Mr. Dean Jones. Of course, you know that he is going to represent his clients. And then I am going to tell you about an issue that occurred maybe a day or two before that said incident, which involves Kimberly Thompson. She is the councillor caretaker for the PNP in that division. So people, listen what the mayor has to say. His name is Herbert Williams.
Mr. Dean Jones should never ever be a candidate for any of the two major parties in Jamaica. It's not a good look.
So people, you heard what Mr. Williams has to say. The JLP candidate for Trinityville, Mr. Dean Jones, he is supposed to be removed from representational politics after that video of him pointing the firepiece, pretty much endangering the life of that man and many other persons. After that physical altercation, he said that the conduct of Mr. Jones should not be in any sorts of politics, whether it is PNP or JLP. This is the mayor for Morant Bay, so therefore whatever he says, he is going to give what is in the best interest of Morant Bay and St. Thomas on a whole. So therefore, he would not be politicizing his decision. Don't know whether he is PNP or JLP, but the fact that he is the mayor means that he has some sorts of credibility. So people, take a listen to what his lawyer, Mr. Alexander Shaw, has to say as it pertains to his clients.
I think in this instance, you clearly see that it was when the other party intervened that the firearm was brought into question, or he actually took his firearm out. It was because they were clearly having a fist-to-fist fight, and it was when you see that third party intervened physically, and that is when he tried to ward him off.
Now people, like I've always said, there are always 2 to 3 sides to every story. You heard the mayor side, you heard the man on the orange side, and now you're listening, or you was listening to the lawyer, Mr. Shaw, speak. He claims that his client acted in self-defense. He claims that you could clearly see that was only when the other man ran, and it was 2-on-1, meaning 2 persons against the caretaker, Mr. Jones. That is when him wheel and pop off, draw him tool, and pretty much made that man submit. Now people, when we analyze or assess any sorts of situation, we have to wonder what is the motive, ulterior motive. Who does he represent? Is he going to be biased? Is he going to paint a picture of his client, the devil, as Jesus Christ, the second or third coming of Jesus Christ? Yes, that is his job. Once he gets a retainer, he will say anything. These are the type of persons that will see you watch something in clear view and tell you that your eyes are deceiving you. This is exactly what happened, because it is in the best interest of his client to keep his job, not get removed, not get prosecuted, not get charged, not get convicted. So whatever money that he got, he is going to lie, he is going to deny, he is going to let you see their point when you see something polar opposite to what they are saying. Because the facts are this: yes, an ex-person intervened to part. There was no video, none at all, of these 2 people taking on this man. You only saw the man in a green, Mr. Jones, and the man in a orange. Don't know that man's name. That was the other victim. That was the victim in the video. At no time, nobody challenged this man. There was no sorts of 2-on-1. The only sorts of 2-on-1 or 3-on-1 is when persons rushed to the aid of Mr. Jones and was pretty much KICKING thumping this man up, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. However, this is a lawyer. That is what they do. So people, you heard from the victim, the man in the orange shirt. You heard from Mr. Jones that act as if he is some sort of victim, all the while he is the instigator. You heard from Mr. Williams, the mayor from Morant Bay. You heard from Mr. Shaw, the lawyer for Mr. Jones. There's a PNP councillor caretaker. Her name is Kimberly Thompson. She said that she has always had some sorts of problem with this man, Mr. Jones. As a matter of fact, less than 24 to 48 hours ago, she filed a report at the Popo station against this man for provocation. She said that this man is always antagonizing her. This man is always picking on her. This man is always bullying her on several occasions. She's a peacemaker, so sometimes she make it slide. However, it was kind of getting out of hand. So therefore, on the 4th of February, which would have been a couple of days ago, she went to the Popo station and she filed a report against this man. She said that this man also told her, listen, a 2 bad man in the area. One of those bad man is myself, and then the MP for the area, James Robertson. 2 bad man control St. Thomas, Trinityville. He is one, and Mr. Robertson is the next one. People, you know, sister, these people act as if them are done, act as if them are some sorts of gangster. They are no sorts of different from the people and from clans or any other sorts of bully in any other sorts of garrison. They don't understand the difference of being professional. They think that everything that they want must be gained through force, through bullyism, through badmanism. And that is not the case. That is going to work. What about this fair and clean election that you hear the JLP and the PNP are talking about? There is nothing fair, there is nothing clean, there is nothing democratic, there is nothing decent about this man. This man needs to go. So based on what this lady is saying, if everything that she's saying is true, this man has always been a troublemaker in the era. This man take down our billboard them. This man block her. This man come to the meetings. Him play all sorts of loud music. Him ring up all sorts of bell. Him antagonize the PNP supporter. He is trying to prevent them from voting. He is trying to use the badness tactics to scare tactics against the people. So she said that she is not surprised. It is not the first, it is not the second, it is not the third time. A lot of times she ignored. However, she realized that it was getting from bad to worse. So therefore, she had to put her foot down. And as if that is not bad enough, it is said that this man has a specific individual in an entourage in which this individual is always seen with some sorts of tool in him waist ashore, posing with some sorts of tool as if he is using intimidation tactics. Now people, this interview was done on reggae dub scene known as Wayne Lonesome. This is not an endorsement for Wayne Lonesome or his political affiliation. Here is my thing. I realize a lot of comments that I read. Oh, me can't see your true colors right now. Me can't see say you are a PNP activist. If you listen to the intro of my videos, this is called Crime Time News. So therefore, if there's any sorts of crime that is committed, whether this person is PNP or JLP, and isn't it strange, if me talk something about some sorts of PNP, the PNP them say me a JLP activist. I made it very clear. Anybody that is on YouTube know which blogger represent which party and which represent that party. I have always said it. I have always stated, make it very clear. I am not a part of the PNP. I am not a part of the JLP. I would rather vote for some sorts of random goat before I put my ex or whatever upon any sorts of poll or election or vote for any of these two. None of them, in my opinion, is worth my vote. So therefore, if me clearly state that, and when I spoke about this incident, I said this is based on facts of the video. How is it that you dunce head, you knuckle skull, you sheeples, see the video out there and then say, me have some sort of political agenda, me depend some sort of bias for the PNP. How do you even come to that conclusion? Like I said before, blind loyalty. You people have your heads so far up your ASS or up the PNP or JLP ASS. You are not seeing the facts. You are not seeing a video that is clear evidence that shows you everything that is polar opposite to what you believe. That is because you are naive. That is because you are gullible. That is because you are biased. It is not me that is the problem. The problem is that is the reason why Jamaica is the way that it is, because of people like you with blind loyalty and stupidity. Now, I noticed that we have not heard from the JLP, meaning Andrew Holness. We have not heard from the Popo, meaning Fitzbailey, or any of those in the top hierarchy of the JCF. And people, we should not be surprised. Whenever there are people get in trouble, whenever there are persons that are in the body club getting any sorts of controversy, they always try to be mum. They always try to sweep it under the rug. However, because of social media and persons like myself, everybody is going to see what is going on. Everybody going to know who is corrupt, who is in line or in league with these corrupted persons, and who is encouraging, facilitating the FUCKRY. point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.